It all started about 8 to 9 months earlier than June 1998. Because that was the 4th June I was supposed to retire. One was logically compelled to think, what thereafter? I ended up with the fact that it's got to be a non-commercial, non-profit kind of a pursuit. Thought about 5 rupees school in Rawalpindi, which is known as Parts Repair School and Apna School. So we picked up the concept of 5 rupees from there, and then we visited the elite school like Frobo's and some other schools in Islamabad. And we said we're going to blend the two. We pick up the quality of education from there and blend it with the concept of Apna School.
मैंने इनसे क्वेश्चन किया पैसे कहाँ से आएंगे, का डोनेशन देंगे। मैंने इनसे कहा कि भाई बात ये है कि आज तक मांगा नहीं किसी से, तो जनरल मकबूल ने कहा जिस दिन हाथ फैलाएंगे उस दिन हम छोड़ देंगे।
इन्होंने हिम्मत करके एक छोटी सी 1 कनाल की जगह ली जहाँ पे बड़े लिमिटेड रिसोर्सेज से हमने ये कारवां शुरू किया, और करते करते फिर 2 कनाल पे चले गए। फिर इन्होंने ट्राई किया टू गेट दिस लैंड। उसके लिए पैसों की बड़ी ज़रूरत थी। काफ़ी लोग आए और उन्होंने आके डोनेट किया। और फिर ये इसकी बिल्डिंग आस्ता आस्ता बननी शुरू हुई।
TAC is not a literacy clinic. We are not here to educate them till primary or middle or metric. It's a unique concept. It's from nursery to university. So it encompasses their life. So it's not just education, it's their personality development. It's their being a good human being.
ऐसा इस किस्म का इदारा मेरा नहीं ख्याल है कि कोई और है जो बिल्कुल बच्चों को प्रोफेशनली क्वालिफाइड होने तक एंड तक लेकर जाए।
We have many projects under volunteer support program. The most important nowadays we are working on APAC, which is Academic Performance Assurance Council. And then we have PAP, which is Parents Awareness Program, and the third and the most important is DSA, which is Department of Student Affairs.
ठीक है, और दूसरी बच्ची का नाम या बच्चा बेटा नाम बताइएगा।
इनका सिलेक्शन प्रोसेस स्ट्रक्चर्ड है और उसमें सबसे पहले इनिशियल इंटरव्यू होते हैं दोनों पेरेंट्स के, फॉलोड बाय डॉक्यूमेंट सबमिशन, IQ टेस्ट, ground verification, and the last is entry test. ये तमाम प्रोसेस वॉलंटियर्स करते हैं। उसके बाद जो बाकी फ़ाइनल अप्रूवल DSA का डिपार्टमेंट है और एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर, उनकी तरफ से फाइनल अप्रूवल होती है।
If you are very good financially, you should not come for this. It is only for those people who cannot afford it. They should come forward. But people still try to befool us. But we have our own ways to sort out those problems.
जी टैक्स स्कूल से आई हूँ।
Ground verification is unannounced. If it's through by the verifier, then that child, the candidate recommended for entry test, and if he or she cleared the entry test, then they are recommended for induction.
आप दोनों बैठिए प्लीज़। मोटरसाइकिल के या कार के, रिक्शे के मैकेनिक हैं।
Quality of parents is a very important factor, and we can compromise because the student, they are with us for an X number of hours. The rest of the time they spent at home.
Unless you have emotions for these children, you cannot teach them very well. That is my feeling. They come on foot, they come on a cycles. They don't travel by, the driver comes, takes the children home, and the boy would like to drive the Pajero himself. They are not that kind.
Once the students pass out of the school, then they apply for the universities. Then the students who want support during their education in the universities, they can apply to Healthcare Society.
The mission was to changing the generation. कि वो जनरेशन जो अभी डिप्राइव्ड है इकोनॉमिकली, सोशली, और वो मेन स्ट्रीम में नहीं है और एक दो कमरे में रहते हैं और अपनी ड्रीम्स को उन्होंने शेल्फ में रख के ताले लगा दिए हैं, तो एक बच्चा उनमें से ऐसा निकले जो उस ड्रीम को दोबारा अलाइव करे, फुलफिल करे, और वो फिर इतना कैटलिस्ट हो कि सारी अपनी फैमिली की लाइफस्टाइल को चेंज कर सके, और वो हो रहा है।
God in His benevolence and mercy has not been in any way restrictive that good brains will be with the kids of the rich. People who are not that privileged, or even at the bottom of the pyramid, they have as much ability and potential as anybody else. The challenge is really to bring out their potential and to give them the opportunity, which TAC has demonstrated that it can be done.
करो मेहरबानी तो महले ज़नी पर खुदा मेहरबान होगा अर्शे बनी पर. So the General Maqbool and his team showed it and did it.
The dream is coming true, and it's not like what we were saying and what we were having in words.
Now it's on ground. That whatever we were claiming, whatever we were thinking, that one day, inshallah, the students will be able to, now they are.
अब 18 साल के बाद हम देख रहे हैं कि वो बच्चे जिन्होंने BA किया और कोई MSc कर रहा है, वो ट्यूशन्स दे रहे हैं 30-40 हज़ार रुपए घर में कमा रहे हैं। वो बच्चों को नौकरियां बड़ी कमाल की मिल रही हैं जो अपने फैमिली में वो शेयर कर रहे हैं। तो पूरी उससे जनरेशन चेंज हुई।
This school, everybody here, it's been like a family. Back when I was in class 7, they told us that they were offering a thing called O-levels. My family didn't even know what that meant.
Atif Riaz.
I just want to know everything about the living creatures. So it's like I want to enter the medicine field.
I have this connection and this relationship with TAC that, goes beyond any limits.
I remember in my interview also, the interviewer asked me about my school. When I told him, he was very much interested to know what kind of school it is, because it is a different concept and everyone asks.
TAC really has a very important role in my life. It has empowered me because basically in my family there was no trend of teaching girls. So I'm the pioneer of my family.
As a girl, I really feel empowered because, our society faces many challenges, and one of them is related to female education and their social mobility in the society. So having a good educational background, and now that I'm done with my BSc, and even in my time at LSE, I realized that I was not at all different from people who belong to different elite schools. So at times I was above them.
First of all, I would like to thank Lieutenant General Retired Mohammad Maqbool and all the faculty members and management for providing me an opportunity to talk to you people. Gentlemen and ladies and gentlemen, I stand here with this uniform on and this rank on me just because of him. And because of these ladies and gentlemen standing over here. And thirdly and lastly, because of my parents.
TAC played an important role in grooming up and in the way I understand things. They helped me out in my mental growth, even in grooming my family as well. Because once I get things, I get to know things, I had to convey it to my family.
When I think about TAC, the first image that comes into my mind is General Maqbool. I call him General Mac because I feel that the guy deserves that name. General Mac has been the most important person in my life.
I cannot describe in words that what Sir Maqbool means for us. I don't want, but if I have to choose between Sir Maqbool and my father, I think that I'll choose Sir Maqbool.
One way of looking at the quality of education is to test the outgoing product. And so I've been challenging and provoking General Maqbool that I'll only be happy if your students are able to get into LUMS because that is purely on merit. And I'm so happy to see that many of his students were able to get into LUMS, and I hope it will continue for a long time to come.
Believe me, in my tenure, I've visited so many institutions. I've been the head of so many institutions, but the discipline over here is rarely found. They're making them into good human beings with education, which is, I think, very, very important, which we lack in other schools, I think.
ਮੈਨੂੰ 18 ਸਾਲ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਸਕੂਲ 'ਚ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੂੰ 10 ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋਈ ਸਾਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਹੋਈ ਆ ਕਿ ਬੱਚੇ ਆ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਅੱਛੇ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਮਿਲਦੇ ਨੇ ਆ ਕੇ ਐਂ ਸਮਝਦੇ ਨੇ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਮਾਂ ਕੋ ਮਾਰ ਕੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਿਲੀਦਾ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਗਲੇ ਲਾ ਕੇ ਮਿਲਦੇ ਨੇ
Whenever I see a child in streets and I see him begging or doing things when it's his age, he should be in school, in class, studying right now. I get this feeling that I should help him because I was brought up by TAC. I was lucky enough to be in TAC and he is not.
There was a time when my father, he was the sole bread earner. Then there came a time when I started to earn. Recently I've started tutoring kids, and now I can actually support myself. And even I sometimes when my father is in need of money and I have something saved for myself, I can help him out there as well. I've made myself so strong that I know that tomorrow when if nobody's there, besides my family, and my family needs my help, I'm definitely going to be there for them.
Main thing which TAC has taught me, and I'll always be following it, to think that everyone is equal.
I think by telling people, we'll be creating awareness among people that there is a platform for all those who do not have a silver spoon, but they can still study and become successful.
We are all involved in developing a curriculum and a program where we can churn out children who are committed to this country and have a strong background in ethics and can provide leadership in this country.
General Maqbool Saab has been able to gather a team which is very well committed to this whole concept.
It has grown because of complete and absolute dedication.
It's not the brick and mortar of the building or the facilities they have. It is the passion, the love that they shower on the kids who are the beneficiaries of this opportunity. And this can only come from inside. You can't impose it from outside.
It's very transparent, and Mr. Maqbool keeps it like that. He likes it like that. Everything, I think all the people who have sponsored a child or the donors, they know exactly what's happening at every level.
A very strong foundation has been laid. And I think we just need to build on that foundation.
When you get involved into these kind of social activities, you do get a lot of self satisfaction. And especially when you see these children, they are from very humble background. But when you see the difference in a street children who is, repairing a bicycle or putting some punctures into the cars, and when you see these children, you see a lot of difference between these two.
We cannot change the fate of this country until or unless we look at the input and the output. So it has to be putting in people through a quality-based system. Only then we will be able to have a good quality output.
It's a feeling of fulfillment and gratification that when my father started this, he used to talk about, this is a 18 to 19 years cycle. And at the inception, we used to say, 18 to 19 years, who's seen 18, 19 years? So coming from that perspective to this point today, where we have actually completed the 18 years, and I believe that my understanding of the concept and its value and its importance is so much greater, I think it's a great satisfaction that it's on the right track. And all the things that we have been discussing in our board meeting kind of highlight that it seems that we may be able to take this forward and take this ahead to impact a larger community in Pakistan than we are currently impacting.
We have to add on more schools at subsequent stages, and at the upper level we have to see ourselves as a TAC university, where we will be able to take care of our own students.
One TAC is not enough, we need thousands of TACs. And therefore we need to demonstrate to people that at TAC we are willing to share our experience with them. Come and copy our curricula, come and see the system that we have established here, and we should help others to set up TACs.
They taught some children, and if each of us take this responsibility on ourselves, that will at least teach one other child in our lifetime. And teach can be in any way. If we do that, we'll be agents of positive change as they want us to be.
TAC is something which has fulfilled that dream, which has completed the chain of the dream, of the implementation, of the strategy, of the processing, and here comes the product of that supplementary chain.
I see myself never less than Mr. Maqbool, General Maqbool. I would love to be better than him so that he is proud of myself. And my parents, of course, are proud of me.
We owe our lives to TAC because it means that how much we owe them and how much they need us.
We are the pioneers over here, and we all are together here in this success. We have been through the process together, and we are here to celebrate the success together.
I would say thank you. I would say thank you for everything.